When it comes to the climate crisis, doing less harm is no longer enough. So how can we create systems that actually heal our planet? And is the real challenge not just minimising harm, but learning to give back more than we take? That's what we're here to discuss at this mixed roundtable with Interface.
I think the key differences between sustainable design and regenerative design is moving from an approach of do no harm to one that's actively improving and repairing our environments. That's thinking about reuse rather than recycling, using natural materials instead of artificial materials, and looking at circular rather than linear processes.
So we're talking about singular building, how that could become regenerative as opposed to just sustainable, looking at energy generation. If we're talking about interiors, can it become about different types of materials and the supply chain engaged in those types of materials? Doing less bad to actively doing good is a fairly major mindset shift.
But I think the biggest thing and the most important thing I would say is government legislation, because the minute that's enshrined in law, it becomes almost a must. And I think until that really happens, we're not going to make some significant sort of leaps in that space.
Some of the biggest challenges, I think, are finding the materials and finding the manufacturers that are willing to champion really sustainable materials. There's lots of really exciting stuff, such as lime-based products, hempcrete, earth-based products that are used in smaller projects, but they haven't been rolled out at a larger scale and at a commercial scale.
It's also looking at circular economies and making sure that the elements that we're designing can be actively, truly recycled once developed.
The built environment naturally operates around cities and big conurbations, and I think cities don't work with nature, they work against nature. What I will do is, outside of biophilia and specifying biophilia, on every project I will put something in the brief that recognises introducing some kind of biodiverse solution to our projects and try and work with the client to do something in that. I think that, plus look at ways how we can contribute to our local ecosystem, and that is such as volunteering days where we can go rewild parts of the city or parts of this region in the country.
It's interesting. I think maybe we need to use our imagination, not just project focus, but to look at systems and society more broadly, and certainly the construction industry in particular.
I think that the shift in mindset is critical to go beyond that, and it's on designers to lead the way.